Core, presented by Traxion, welcomes you to the Lanier Short Track Derby. Well, this is awkward, isn't it? Certainly, I don't think we expected everything to look like this, but here we are. We've got everything ready to go. Just 10 minutes past when we thought we were going to go live, but hey, we roll with it. Steve Park, all right. Jacob Hitz here with you, Sean Butler.
That should tell you who's producing tonight.
Right, he's filling in for us because Zach is off covering E-Racer. Kevin had to go close up shop, and I'm not kidding with that. He's on his way back.
He got his phone stolen at work.
Oh, good grief.
He's having a good time.
Yeah. Oh, my. Well, so things are falling apart a little bit, but we're making it work. So far, everything's kind of sticking to the wall that we're throwing at it. As you can see, graphics are minimal to none.
I didn't make that ticker, by the way.
No, that is a Jacob Hitz creation. 30 minutes in the ATVO editor. For those of you that remember far back enough to the old ESPN coverage back in the 90s, it's kind of what I went with.
It works. I mean, I could turn it off, and then I could turn it on.
And it doesn't explode like what happened with the duels.
I mean, we have a ticker. Well, not really a ticker, but a lap counter at the top right. I can turn off and on. So you did a good job on that.
I made sure at least to give the option just in case things got broken.
The only thing that I wish on ATVO, there's a thing where like you can lay the buttons out of like, certain things you want to push and what you want to show up on the screen. Jake felt it was a good idea to put the button for this up here at the top right all the way to where you got to scroll to see it.
I'm getting a request, Sean, and I will send this to you here in a moment. To get our Traxion logo up on the screen. I think what I'm gonna do is have you throw.
You mean this one? That's entirely too big. I will minimize it.
I was gonna say I don't see it, but.
And we'll put it somewhere. Where do we want it to go?
I was thinking bottom left.
Bottom left.
Since the iRacing logo's in the bottom right. Then you got the lap counter in the top and the standings in the right.
We're covering all four corners of the screen right now.
Does that work, Davin? Or do you just want the regular old Traxion logo down there in the corner? Or like the presented by Traxion thing? That I know it can handle.
You can handle it. That'd be fine. We'll get it figured out though. But I think we're getting close to having a race happen.
I was going to say, in the meantime, we're about to eventually get this thing underway. Sean, when we were here last year for the core, we had
cautions.
18 cautions. We were here for forever. Now we took the race, same distance, but we cut it in half. I think the goal for tonight is not to hit 18 cautions in one race, and maybe just have them across two. What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, the good news with stuff like that is it's hard to break records like that again. Multiple times, but I mean, you never know in iRacing of what could happen, what wrecks could rear their ugly head. So while that is a record that we don't want to attain, you got to think it's maybe a possible. Maybe these guys want to attain it. Who knows? But if we can get a good clean race here tonight, I'm all for that as well.
Speaking of records, I think Kevin set the land speed record in order to get home in time because you haven't missed anything. Welcome to the show.
Wow, look at that.
Don't mind the graphics. But nonetheless.
We have graphics though.
Right. Let's quickly, and I mean quickly, run through our 19-car field. 2 new drivers in the field tonight. Elliot Henderson from NASCAR 21 Ignition and Dylan Kem. He's also with us in the 09. So Brian LaPrade is on pole with Michael Cosi Jr. on the outside. Then it's Davin Cornelius, Trey Normile, Elliot Henderson, Justin Malillo, Cosmin Ionescu, Ian Plash, Cisco Scaramuza, Gary O in the top 10, then Dylan Kem, Justin Champagne, Cody Hicken, Rusty Walrus, Joey Stone, Michael Fresh, No Vargas tonight, Dylan Jacobs, and Eliza Bethel in 19th. All right, this is it. We're coming to the green flag, I think. No, lights are still on in the paper. Okay, he extended it for another lap so he could get through the grid. I appreciate it.
You flew through that just to have him extended.
Right. I wasn't sure what they were going to do. I knew it was only 2 laps. Kevin, final thoughts from you here before we get the green flag from Lanier.
Well, as I'm still loading in, I'm excited to see what these guys can pull off here as far as excitement. Where is this? Lanier tonight? Looking.
It's a lot of excitement.
Yep.
It's I think we'll be in for a brawl for sure.
Well, here we go. Brian LaPrade on the inside, Michael Cozy Jr. on the outside. Green flags in the air. Lanier from Lanier is underway. Darn it!
We got 3 wide off of turn 2. There's Ian Plash looking underneath Justin Malillo. He's looking to the outside of Cosmin Yanashu. He sent me the pronunciation of his name, by the way, and I was very happy he did that.
Were you studying?
I mean, you know how long I've been bugging him for it, and he finally caved, and he gave it to me, and I'm very appreciative. So, Cosmin, whenever you watch this, thank you. Whoa, as Davin got really loose off of 4.
Still powering through. A couple laps in the books. Brian LaPrade leads the way. He's led every lap. Cozy had a bit of a challenge from Cornelius, but he slipped back. Here comes that 37 green and black car.
Davin!
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Davin Cornelius has had a few scary moments early on in this event, but look at Elliot Henderson, newcomer to the series, works for Motorsports Games, worked with them for a few years now on the NASCAR franchises on the console side, and I think he's in a Pontiac as well, as a couple of these guys are, and get a good early showing so far.
Zach's going to have a whale of a time putting that together for next week's race when we actually go north of the border. We're headed to CTMP a week from tonight. So we finally get our first road course of the season.
What is that? What does that stand for, Jake?
Canadian Tire Motorsports Park.
There we go,
Also
yes.
known as MoSport. Way back in the day before sponsorship took over the naming rights of it.
Is it MoSport or Mosport?
I always heard it as MoSport. I don't think I've ever heard it as MoSport.
That's how I always said it when I would see it in, like, in the NR games and whatnot. But I'm not Canadian, so what do I know?
Well, up at the front of the field, boys, we got Brian LaPrade, Michael Cozy Jr. They have checked out on the field, and then you got to go back to Davin, who is, I guess, slowly recovered from his loose condition. Elliot Henderson, we just talked about, just ahead of him, but then Jake Cosmin, we just had an incident, I think, off of turn 2 with Trey, but these guys are still brawling back here.
Yeah, Trey, I think got a little slippy up off the corner. Behind him, he had
Oh!
Blinken! Ian Plash runs over the back of Normile, but they hang on to it. I think Normile just got on the brakes a little too late, or a little too early, or Plash just wasn't ready or something there.
Someone's ran out of patience.
Yeah, Normile has had a few moments here during this event. We're only on lap 11, and he's going to be stuck on that second lane, and if he doesn't get to the bottom quick, there's a line of cars looking to get around him. He goes from maybe 8th, 9th, 10th. He may go outside the top 10 all the way to the 12th or 13th position.
Yeah, he's just going to keep sinking further and further back through the field. As right now, here we are. So the end of lap 40 is when we hit our stage break, and then we get an 85-lap dash or so to the finish. So we're a little more than a quarter of the way through this first stage. Brian LaPrade continues to lead the way. How about the battle between Frisch and Malillo just up the road from what we were seeing out of Normile? Frisch won the second race at Iowa last week and started out toward the back this week, starting to claw his way back to the front.
Really is, and he's an expert at these short tracks. If you guys are all familiar with how Michael Frisch races, he is one of the short track experts on iRacing, so don't be surprised to see him work his way further up this field here, and he's already making some really good headway.
As he goes way up out of the groove. Or no, that's Malillo, I'm sorry. I'm watching the wrong guy. Can you tell it's been a long day?
That's an understatement.
Justin is just kind of plummeting through this field right now. He just cannot get off this middle lane here.
He's kind of had the same fate as what happened to Trey. He got stuck on that second lane and kind of just had nowhere to go. He's just going to have to wait and see to get back to the bottom. He does get to the bottom behind Cody Hicken, but it seems like right now the bottom line definitely the place to be, single file throughout pretty much the entire field so far.
Just saw a message in chat that was talking about the contact between Normile and Ian Plash. He got plastered.
How long are they thinking of that one? That's I haven't heard that one. That's a good one. I'd like to also point out that if you guys remember from our Iowa broadcast, we had some fantastic paint schemes in that, and one of them was from this guy, Gary Owen, in the 24. If you could see on the side, he's still got the Caleb Hoffman is a layer on that car, so
There's a good angle, yeah.
It's fantastic.
And of course, Caleb is not on the racetrack. He is serving as, I think, our social media guy tonight. So you can go make fun of him on Twitter at the Core League. While Gary's out here logging laps.
A lot of substitutes here this week on social media and in the broadcast booth.
I wouldn't even call this the B team. I think this is the C team with the graphics that we have and everything. This is sub the backup crew.
This is the satellite feed.
Right.
From Zimbabwe.
Oh, Elliott almost hit the wall going off of turn number 4 there. He's able to keep it going.
He is pulled away from this pack, though. He is solidly in the 3rd position. Davin 4th. Cosman 5th. Gary 6th. 1st and 2nd are long gone. They're on their own zip code. They're going to have to gather it all back up once we go to the stage caution. But right now, these top 2 are long gone.
Not surprised with this top 2, but I will say Cozy won this race the last time we were here. I'm glad that Cozy finally has competition at the front. He had Frisch, but Frisch didn't show up every week last season. Finally, there's somebody there to challenge that 99. This week, it's Brian LaPrade in the 35.
Oh, trouble. The 06 is around. Dylan Jacobs.
Keep going.
Yeah, he's up on the high side. I had a refresh, but now we're good.
We're still here.
Yeah, we're playing the fear. I don't know what happened there, but at first I thought it was me, and then I heard Kevin, so I knew it wasn't me.
It's all right. The laundry list is growing of stuff that's going to happen in these.
So we are 9 laps away from the end of stage 1. Okay, I'm being told that Discord is the one being broken. I don't know, whatever. Nonetheless, Cozy has got himself within 2 car lengths of that 35. This is not over yet for the stage. Of course, you get 5 points for winning the stage. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for the top 5 in each stage. So Cozy trying to apply the pressure. Trouble!
Ford is around. He's on the high line by himself. Caution is out. He's not...
So that is the stage, and he did the same thing, almost the same thing that Jacobs did, but instead of just spinning it out, he overcorrected it back up to the outside wall.
Oh.
There you see the replay. So that's our first caution, and that, might be the stage. We're on the leaders are on lap 35. If we hurry this up, we might get a natural green-white checker for the stage here. We've got 5 to go now.
Right on the Ford logo, too. Look at that.
And he's driving a Chevy.
Yep.
So if Ben is right, got the classic ORN math going here. If Ben's math is right, we'll get a 1-lap dash for the stage. So looks like we will get 1 lap to decide the stage and who gets the points. As here comes Joey trying to get his laps back here after spinning. I believe he lost 2 laps from being stuck up by the outside wall.
Surprised there's no takers on pit road. I mean, this early. I mean, are they really just vying for more of the stage win, or really surprised that some people don't want the tire advantage in this?
Well, maybe, but I guess they figure, well, we were probably going to have a longer run after the stage anyway. Might as well just wait until that point when you know you're going to have another opportunity to pit.
40 miles an hour, so even if you pit, you might go a lap down. That might be why.
Short tracks.
Well, and remember, the pit road rules are funky. We've got a car on pit road. It's Justin, but green flag, Malillo, that is. Green flag, last lap. So Malillo gets lapped. Joey Stone is still lapped down. Rusty pitted. He's still lapped down. Here they come through 3 and 4. This is for the stage. LaPrade up high. Cozy up high, rather. LaPrade down low. Breyer wins stage 1. What a mess. No, I'm sorry. We had 2 to go. You people lied to me. I just did a Marty Reed.
I mean,
Now here comes Breyer. He wins stage 1 this lap. Thank you.
It was a great call, Jake. I mean, did a good job on it.
Second verse, same as the first.
That hammering you hear. Oh, brother.
I love it. Hope everyone's enjoying the carnage on tonight's broadcast, both on track and in the booth.
Many bags fumbled so far tonight.
That is going to be in the radioactive. There's no doubt about it. Now, finally, this stage is done. And there's no debate about it this time. Now, we've got 85 laps to the end of race 1. What do you do on pit stops here, guys?
I mean, as Kevin said, I don't even know if you can. I mean, we got some takers on pit road now. So we're going to see it's Cisco Scaramuza and it's Cody Hicken down pit road. So let's see what they do. I'm kind of curious.
They're already a lap down.
Yeah, well, let's see how far they can get.
You have to go basically a full lap on pit road. Oh, a little foolery up at the front. Breyer dodges it out. Cozy's going to come to pit road, as well as Gary, Champagne, Dylan Kem, Bethal, Jacobs, and some more. We're going to have about 5 or 6 stay out here under this caution. It'll be, Breyer, Elliott, Frisch, Dylan Kem stays out, and I think Joey Stone is going to stay out as well. So we're going to have 5 cars staying out here under this caution.
So let's see what Cozy does. The right sides are going up. I think he can only change 2.
So Ian is a good example of what I think they're allowing these guys to do. If they pit, they're allowed to get 1 lap back because of how crazy the pit road is and how dysfunctional the pace speed disparity is. I think they're allowing them to get at least 1 back.
It's awfully nice of them. Yeah.
Interesting, yeah. Let's talk to our stage 1 winner here, Breyer LaPrade, coming away with the stage. Had an interesting restart there. I thought we had 1 lap left in the stage, but instead we went to green with 2. Either way, you were able to hold off Cozy for the win. How about it?
Yeah, felt pretty good there for that whole stage. Probably should have pitted there. Kind of just now realizing that we're going to need fuel for the end of this thing. But, yeah, so we'll see how that goes. I'm sure Cody's going to get up here and maybe take this one. We'll see, though.
I don't know how much fuel you'll need, but the last time we were here, in a 250-lap race, we had 18 caution flags. Is that enough? If we have that here and whatever's left, is that enough for you to make it, or are you still going to need to pit?
I think caps are showing about an extra gallon I need, so I guess if we get some yellows here, I could maybe just save, but tires, I don't know how tires are going to be, so it's going to be interesting to see how fast Cozy gets up here and how much it matters.
All right, well, best of luck to you in the rest of this first race, and then in the second race later on tonight.
Thank you.
Breyer LaPrade, driver of the 35, winner of stage 1. And he was in that. There we go. And we're extending this caution flag to get things sorted. We had this same issue last year when we came here. Pit road was broken, so timing got all screwed up. Here we are, second verse, same as the first. We thought we fixed it. We thought iRacing may have fixed an issue here. And here we are adding caution laps anyway.
Let me ask you a question about that, Jake.
Mm-hmm.
Does iRacing make money if they fix it?
Goodness gracious.
Well, I would think yes.
I would hope yes.
If they fix it, it's a selling point. Hey, this track works now. Go buy it. Even though, actually, wait, Lanier is one of the free tracks, is it not? So it doesn't matter.
It's been around since 2008. You would think it's already working. They are still trying to figure this out.
We're still not going.
What's the issue?
I think so. I think the back half of the field pitted when it was quote unquote open. And I believe they went in the wrong entry, or maybe they came in a little bit too early, and they're end along this line behind the wave arounds who are also
Rusty,
in the
no.
wrong line.
Don't think we didn't see that, Rusty. Hold on.
Oh my, that was close.
Oh, Oh, he got so sideways off the
Okay,
corner.
we're going. Here we go. It's Breyer and Elliott on the front row. Green flag stage 2 of race 1.
It's still side by side there. That just shows how tricky this track is because it is slick if you don't handle it correctly. But Breyer says he's kicking himself for not taking tires, and Elliott.
Oh, that's big. Champagne, Malillo, Cosman all get involved off turn 4, and it's the first caution flag for contact. I thought that Elliott was maybe squeezing a little bit too much, and sure enough, he goes around.
Yeah, it looks like everyone was painting that yellow line except for Frisch. He moved up in the middle of the corner. Maybe about 2 or 3 feet is all it took for them to make contact in the middle of the corner. And unfortunately, about half the field just had nowhere to go. 3 or 4 guys got contact and some substantial damage out of turn 2. So these guys will have to come back in and get some repairs on those cars.
See what Dylan Kim saw. This happened right in front of him. Here's the contact. Okay. He got around it. I give him an A+ for that.
So Frisch coming to pit road here, as well as Dylan Kim and Joey Stone. Frisch was in the top 3 when he pitted.
I wonder if that's just a gentleman's agreement. He is taking tires, but I wonder if that's a gentleman's agreement, like, hey, that was on me.
Every single camera at this track for Frisch is behind his pit box. I can't see what he's doing until I go to the blimp. There we go. Fantastic. I love it.
Yep. See, if Zach was here, he would have cameras already made that he probably made 5 years ago for this track. These things happen.
It's
Where
okay.
is Zach, by the way?
Okay, we have 6 laps of caution for this caution flag. Why?
I think he just
Are
changed
things
it to that.
are things really that broken
Yeah,
where
I
we
think-
need 6 laps every caution?
He's extended it twice, so I wonder if he's just doing that until everything kind of gets fixed. Once
We're
everyone
gonna
kind
be
of
here
gets
till
bunched
next
up.
week.
I mean, I would ask if we could talk to the powers that be for Core, but I think they're just scrambling to try to get everything under control here.
Well, I mean, Ben's in our same voice channel, but muted. But yeah, I think he's busy trying to figure out what in God's name is going on.
He has his hands full.
There's got to be fans just running on the track, and we can't see them.
If you think that what Ben does during Moon Car is crazy, this is that times 10. Speaking of, where the hell Travis Brown? He's not here.
I think
Just realized
I
that.
think he's in Pensacola for the Snowball Derby coming up.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
Lucky him.
That makes sense.
I've always wanted to go to that. Looks like a fun event.
Is it worth the drive up to Pensacola?
I bet it is for the whole entire weekend. You got like the pro lates and then you got the super lates. Looks fun.
You know what else is late? This restart's about to come up, but we're going.
I mean, the next caution that we get, I think the lights are just going to completely go on and the sun's going to go down. Green flag. Champagne on the outside. He's going to try and get in front of Cozy here. Cozy keeps his foot on it downstairs and be side by side for the lead down into 3.
Champagne had the jump, but unfortunately that inside line is just too strong right now. Cozy resumes the lead for the moment. Then you got Gary Owen behind Champagne. They single file out from 1st to 5th, and Davin actually makes the second lane work. He gets around Elliott Henderson, who was just in that last wreck.
So Gary Owen sits in P3. Oh, Cosman, big loose and a big stack up. Normile got on the brakes. Davin got in the back of him, but they all hang on. Cosman got way loose in the middle of 1 and 2 and almost stacked everybody up behind him big time.
Just behind, both the Traxion cars are on the track here. Ian Plash as Elliott Henderson got to the outside wall in the back straightaway. He's still fighting it. Elliott's hit the wall a couple of times, but here comes Briar LaPrade there. Took tires on this last pit stop, and he's got to make his way through this hornet's nest.
Oh, trouble. Joey Stone's around. Oh, we got multiple cars involved. Frisch is involved, and then Dylan Jacobs is spinning in the background. We've got 2 for the price of 1. Caution number 3 on the night. Here we go.
Oh, Eliza Bethel almost just lifted Frisch off the ground about 4 or 5 feet.
Oh, there's the bump.
was going to say, was there contact? And survey says yes.
Yeah,
think-
in
I
that
think-
one
And
there
then watch
was.
Eliza just
Jacob-
lifts Frisch off the ground.
Woo!
Another avoidance by
Jacobs
Dylan
just
Kem
lost
right there
it.
in that 09.
Jacobs just lost it all on his own in the background. I don't know if it was reacting to this crash or not. With his spin, I don't think there would have been a caution, but with that multi-car pileup we had, that's our caution. So 60 laps to go in race 1, and we are under caution for the 3rd time.
I don't want to say it's par of the course for this track, especially after last year. But do you think the forecast is calling for us to get close with this one, Jake? I'm not sure how last year's went.
Do you have a caution counter for last year?
18.
18, yeah, we set the core record with 18 cautions when we were here last year. Now, that was with a 250-lap race instead of 2 125-lap races. That also includes the stage cautions. So, right now, we're a sixth of the way to the record. We are past halfway in this first race, which is helpful. So, we're technically doing better than we did before.
How many laps down is Rusty? He's 2 laps down? How's he 2 laps down?
Well, he pitted. He's pitted under every caution. I think that's why.
Oh, okay.
Because I think he was 1 down before and then pitted again, so as to get all those laps back.
It's a good-looking car with the lighting dim. These cars look awesome at night, on these bodies especially. I mean, the lights just work.
Oh, I hope
and
so.
then the next time we're going to be back under the lights is when we go to Martinsville in 2 weeks. So, short track, road course, short track. Then we go to Michigan, of all places. And then we have the All-Star race, which... This isn't right. Okay, that's interesting. This says that the All-Star race is at Eldora, which it's not. We're not using the trucks at Eldora. We're using the Radicals at Charlotte. So...
Wow.
That's not the same at all.
No. I think what happened is this is a copy-paste from last year's season, and some things got changed and other things didn't necessarily get changed right away. I think it'll get fixed as we get closer to it. But now, I mean, it's still a couple of weeks away. I mean, December 30th is the All-Star race. Meanwhile, green flag, I was on replay, not even on the live feed, so we're back underway.
Side by side through 1 and 2. Cozy gets the lead. Here comes Gary Owen underneath Champagne. Champagne trying to get back to the bottom to maintain that second place position. And Cosman and Davin. Davin made the second line work earlier. Maybe he can do it again, but right now he stays in 6th, side by side in front of him. That's for 4th.
Oh, Malillo just got sent by Breyer. Henderson up the hill. They all hang on, but Breyer just booted that 53 up and out of the way.
Yeah, and poor Elliott, he just caught a body out of turn 4, and he fell a ton of spots back. He's going to fall outside the top 10. Here comes Dylan Kim underneath him, and Justin's still struggling here. He almost just hit the wall out of turn 4. Cody Hicken almost hits him through 1 and 2. You got Cisco behind him, hitting Joey Stone down the backstretch. Joey Stone all over the place here so far in this race. He has just been wrecked and destroyed 2 or 3 times already in this race.
He's gotten used up. Stuck in the background. Got Davin and Cosman side by side. A little bit of contact. Pushes that 84 up the hill, and here comes Breyer underneath to follow.
Yeah, Breyer decided to maybe listen to his own advice and come in and get 4 fresh tires. And that
Trouble. Cody Hicken back straight away. No caution. He's down by the inside wall. Got it out of the way and just lost it all on his own. We stay green as he's about to get lapped.
Here comes Breyer. Still on the move, up back into the top 5. Gets around Davin Cornelius. Cornelius now stuck on that second lane. Cosman gets sideways underneath him. That allows Ian Black to catch him.
Replay of Hickens' spin, but again, we're still green. Now we're back live. There's the battle we're talking about between Davin and Cosman here. P6 on the racetrack.
I'll tell you one thing about Sean's producing. Whatever settings he has, it's really nice.
Cisco Scaramuza around. Believe Eliza Bethal also involved. Yep, caution's out. Number 4.
Cisco nearly grip flipped. That was close.
The iRacing car almost grip flipped. Think about that.
Yep.
Oh, Eliza just threw it in there and
Yep.
Cisco just an innocent bystander of it all. Good wreck avoidance by the rest of everyone. Elliot Henderson went to the top. Dylan Jacobs barely got around Cisco, so he did a quick 360 and got back going.
That was a hard hit. Both cars are going to make it through, though.
And not a lot of damage either. Should be able to keep going.
The pit stops. Who is that? Is that Justin on pit road? No, it's
That's
Davin on
Davin.
pit road. Both of them are on
Both of
pit
them.
road.
Yeah.
Hey, a camera that's in front of the pit box. All right.
All right.
Love it.
Who would have thought?
Uh,
This modern technology, what will it do next?
Who has the better looking car between Justin and Davin?
let's see. There's Justin. There's Davin. I think they're the same.
I think it's the same
Well, they're
scheme,
inverted.
Yes.
Because remember, we complained about it enough at Daytona when they wore literally the same scheme that Davin painted an inverse for himself.
It's literally an inversion because even Justin's numbers are a different color.
Yep.
I will say, though, the Traxion logo is probably the best looking hood logo of anything I've ever seen on iRacing. It
Just
works.
fits perfectly. Yeah.
Yes, it does.
And remember, this league is brought to you by Traxion. It helps that we have 2 cars in the field, sponsored by the race sponsor.
It's a
This
shame
is
that the
sponsored.
logo is so small in the bottom right because Sean doesn't have it on the main screen. It's right there in the very, very bottom. But it's there. It's all right. They're getting plenty of airtime with Justin and
Listen,
Davin's
man,
car.
I set this up 2 minutes before.
Oh, I'm not complaining.
Be happy you have a stream at all.
Goodness gracious.
Could have gone radio style again.
We could have.
That's
but
on another network.
That would not have. That wouldn't have worked well for Radioactive, unfortunately.
Speaking of
That would
the.
have made it. That would have made a lot more work for me. I couldn't just use the broadcast feed. I'd have to record everything, not just some things.
I will say the Radioactive that was released, today, I think, was very good.
This morning, yep.
You did a good job on that.
Appreciate it. That.
I know the
remember
pain
when
of
I
making
finished
those.
that.
They are.
Right. Well, and I thought, Iowa, not a lot happened. It's going to be shorter. It was 2 minutes longer than the Daytona one. We've got almost trouble. A big stack up, and Trey Normile almost got turned in front of the field. Cozy and Champagne were playing some games on that restart.
Yeah, I don't know if Champagne tried to jump it and then realized maybe he was going to and checked up the rest of the outside line, but that almost turned the 85 and the 84 of Yonishu and Normile, but we still maintain the green flag run for now. Here comes Briar LaPrade still on the move. He's made his way back up to third.
Yeah, surprise. One of the
Tires.
fastest cars all day. Oh, Ian!
Oh!
Whoa!
Cousins is going to turn Trey here any second now. It almost just did right there.
Oh, Frisch is
Oh,
really loose.
He almost turned himself. Oh, Davin, look! Oh, what is going on?
There's oil on the track.
There's got to be. Davin is dirt tracking it off of every corner, it seems.
Here comes Dylan Kim underneath Trey, newcomer to the league. I'd say he's a pretty good driver so far. Doing a good, clean job so
Man,
far.
Frisch just did a mini slide job on Ian in 1 and 2. He just slid right up in front.
Oh, Trey by himself.
Uh-oh.
Self spins right in front of the field. They all miss him.
Oh. That was impressive. Caution's out. 5th time. Great job by everybody avoiding that blue 85.
Let's see what happened here. It looks like another case of just got loose. Yeah, just kicks the rear out. That every wreck has happened right by Dylan Kim. At or around the wreck is Dylan. Oh, Cosman squeezed through
It's
there.
so close.
Oh, was that Eliza? Yeah, I gotta see what her cockpit view looked like. Let's see this. There's the wreck. I'm going right, and she avoided it. Well done.
Now remember, you would have seen this in the Radioactive. Somehow at Iowa. Oh, trouble! Big crash
Oh, no.
going to pit road. Justin just hit Eliza, and around goes Trey. Oh my! Are you kidding me? Crashing, trying to get onto the pit road.
Oh man.
What?
Was it? Now you were talking about the entrance stuff. That is the right entrance, right?
Yes.
Yes, Justin just came flying in there.
Ugh.
Look at that
I guess-
wire. Where is
Did
it
he just
going?
not think that she was going to come in and pit? That had to have been the case because he was still going
I
30,
have
40
never-
miles an hour.
lifted the rear off the ground.
Cinematics that are Sean Butler's replay. Oh,
We try.
into the barrels.
I mean, for what it's worth, she does have a lot of damage. What about Trey? He he's backing it down pit road. That you will get a black flag doing that, I believe.
Oh, now where's he going? All right.
Just doing some donuts in the infield grass, and he's Austin Powersing it on the pit. There we go.
Now, as I was saying before I was interrupted by that, both Eliza and her spotter, Jordan McGraw, both missed that the caution flag came out for a crash that happened behind her during that Iowa race in the second race. I don't know how, considering the caution flag and the pacing notification both showed up on Eliza's screen, still had no idea the caution was out and almost ran over Cozy and Davin.
What are you gonna do?
The caution flag. Well, this is true.
What are you gonna do?
Here we go. Pace truck is in. Inside 30 laps to go. 29 to go on the restart. Green flag.
Newcomer to the second position. Gary Owen now on the outside of Michael Cozy, but not for long. Here comes Briar LaPrade looking to get back to the top spot. Going to look for second through 3 and 4, still side by side through the corner. Here comes 3 wide. Here comes Champagne to make it 3 wide in the middle.
Yeah, Gary got the wall coming up off the corner. That opened the gap for Champagne to go up the middle. Now Plash is going to try and stick it down in there. They're all going to sort it out, and Frisch is going to come away with the 3rd spot.
And right now, Gary Owen is the big backslider. He was in second not even 30 seconds ago. Put him back down to the 6th position. And Plash slides in front of him. Here comes Dylan Kim. For the Carrico, and Davin almost hits the pit barrels on pit exit, saves it, maintains what little position he has left. There'll be 3 wide almost again with Dylan Jacobs all over Cody Hickens' back bumper.
Cosman got loose, washed up into Joey Stone up off the corner, and when Stone almost got turned back down the racetrack, Davin had nowhere to go.
Oh, Dylan Drecking again in front of Eliza. Big smile up in turn 2.
Yep, and there comes Rusty. Caution number 6? 6.
Caution number several.
Caution number yes.
Okay, caution number 6. We are getting dangerously close to halfway to the record here. We need to stop this now.
It's all been these lazy spins though. Like these guys are just getting into the corner too hot. Poor Eliza, she got hit in the rear end again, and then the front end.
Most of these have not been of her own doing. She's just kind of been in the worst position possible for every single incident. She's missed a couple, but she's been right in the forefront of a lot of these.
What happened here? Hold
Vin
on.
Rick's coming onto pit road again. Are you kidding me? Eliza again. Dylan Jacobs just ran into the end of the pit wall, and Eliza and Rusty had nowhere to go. I thought it was a replay. That was live. Are you freaking kidding me?
This one was worse, I think. Oh man.
How do you do it? How do you do it?
Oh man, I was wondering because Eliza, I was like, she didn't have any damage at all, and then I see her just fender flapping down pit road.
Yeah, I was wondering why she had so much front damage. I did not see it like that before. Man. Okay.
Well, that explains it.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Well, that's about all you can say. So, well, events are occurring.
I am at a loss for words here. That this is twice that they can't get. We need to have like a pit road safety class or something for everybody in the field.
Need some cones there.
Wow.
It is a very awkward. It's like almost, I wouldn't say in the racing groove, but you can definitely use the apron here, trying to just maybe navigate around. But that's I would say inexcusable, but that is a disappointing thing to see.
I'm going to get the free cam going for the next race just so we can see more stuff, but there's a bunch of skid marks at the entrance to pit road, and there's circular ones there. So we'll see when Rusty passes by it. Just you see the carnage zone. There it is.
That is Calamity Corner right there.
The pit entrance is Calamity Corner. Didn't think I would say those two words in the same sentence, pit road and Calamity Corner, but here we are.
I think we're coming to the green.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we are. 18 laps to go in race 1. Green flag, Cozy and LaPrade, the fastest 2, bring us down to turn 1.
And we'll see if LaPrade can make this second lane work. He's going to have a pretty fast driver and Michael Frisch behind him. He's going to think wisely, get between him and Cozy. Maybe go on the attack on Michael Cozy as he gets loose right in front of the pack. And I think these front three, if we can get some green flag racing, we'll pull away from the field as Champagne gets sideways behind. I think that was Frisch.
Champagne was behind, well, either Frisch or Plash back there. He's up on the outside now with Dylan Kem on the inside. Whoa, Frisch got big sideways. Still dirt tracking it down the back straightaway, but he hangs on and doesn't lose much of any time in that 58.
Laps ticking really quickly. 15 laps to go as we are zoomed in on this front pack.
Trying to get the hands.
Oh, trouble! Gary Owen gets turned.
in front of
Gavin
the
is
field.
around. The two Canadian drivers go for a spin. Elliot Henderson got into the back of Gary to tip that one off, and so much for staying green. Caution's out again.
Oh, Canada.
Wow.
I only did it to get Sean a reaction.
All I can say to that is, ugh. That might be one of the worst ones you've ever come up with. That was awful. Oh, Canada.
I don't know the rest of the anthem. I'm sorry.
Yeah, something about a maple leaf, I think. I don't know.
Yeah,
Come on.
Finishing second to everybody.
Okay. You say hockey now, or just add more stuff into it?
Snow,
Curling.
We apologize to all our Canadian viewers out there.
poutine.
Oh, poutine sounds great. They
Alright,
can have that as a victory.
All right, so good news. We had a driver come down pit road, and they didn't wreck, and it was Joey. Joey came down pit road and said, you know what?
All right.
I'm going to do this right.
Gary came down the pit road too. I mean, he was up front, and then obviously what happened to him.
There's Gary. Cancel Caleb Hoffman still on the roof of this vehicle. And
That's
his name is cut off on the right side door. Oh, come
Caleb's
on.
in here, and he can't even defend himself.
I mean, there's a better look at the car. It's Caleb Hoffman's a layer. And then the conversation on the hood. I don't know. The beef has to stop at some point. Something
Well, I
needs
think it
to
stopped.
be done.
Remember, Caleb said he was retiring after he finally led a lap at Iowa last week, his first lap sled ever. And, I mean, he is doing social media, I think, for the rest of the year for us, at least when he's available. So.
He's literally one and done. That's it.
Go out on top.
Apparently, yeah.
Oh, man. 2 to go, I believe, in this caution period. We're under 10 laps to go. And it's been about what we expected, I would say, Jake.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. We should get here 3 green-white checkers. We will, at least for the next one. I assume that we have green-white checkers for the heats as well. So if we need them, we can use them. And knowing these guys, we probably will use them
Does it work
before
like
this
that?
race is done.
Wow.
I didn't know it worked like that. That's pretty cool.
I'm assuming. We'll find out if it works or not here very, very shortly, since these caution laps have been taking up a lot of the racing here in this second stage. Here we go. 7 laps to settle it from Lanier.
Look at those flash bulbs.
I know some stuff is about to go down. Oh, Breyer's kept that momentum on that second lane. Pinching Cozy down. I believe Cozy's going to have the run out of 4. Maybe not. Still side by side out of 4.
Trying. Now Cozy's clear. 3 wide further back. Plash got moved up out of the way. Here comes Breyer looking to the inside. Coming to 5 to go. Can't quite use the apron. That cost him a lot of time, and Cozy scoots away by 2 car lengths.
Yeah, Breyer showed the nose going to the apron, and that really hurt his time. Dylan Kem gets sideways in the middle of 1 and 2. That holds up Champagne, Plash and Company. That's for 4th as these top 3 start to pull away. And Kem gets really, really pushy out of turn 4.
Look at
nearly
Ian
slapped
working the
wall.
wheel in that car.
This is great back here, just outside the top 5. Coming to 3 laps to go in race 1. The battle appears to be second on back.
Michael Frisch hounding Briar LaPrade, as you mentioned, for the second position. If things say green, looks like Frisch will at least get third. If he can get around Briar, Plash gets sideways from a push from Cosman.
Oh, and he got hit again! Way up the hill he goes. He's going to lose half a dozen spots just about. With 2 to go, they got to make it to the white flag. Cozy brings it around. We made it. White flag, race 1.
Oh, and they're spinning in the middle of 3 and 4. I believe that's Melillo. He's upside down, just grip flipped in the middle of the corner. He gets it to the apron to get out of the way, and here comes Cozy for the win.
Michael Cozy Jr. finally wins this season, and he wins race 1 as they all spin it to the line pretty much. We'll check on the replay to see what happened to Melillo, because you're right, he did go upside down. Oh, and their big crash to the back straightaway. Briar gets turned, Plash is dead. Cosman just bounced off of 3 other cars. It's a parking lot in turn 3.
Oh, man. That was
What?
That was something.
I just caught the end of that. Can we get another shot of that?
For you, Jake, we can. It's a
I
lot.
could just rewind my own replay, but
it's a lot of work.
Heck?
So the 24 just checked up there, and then again, you hit these cars, they go under you, and they ramp off the noses of each other. And then Justin gets hit by the 06, then the left front tire just grips like crazy, and then he flips.
I guess the sidewalls are really grippy.
Man, that new tire model just
Wow.
does work.
It works wonders.
Wow. All right, well, let's talk with our race winner, who is the lone man in the VC for Harry, Travis, and I tonight. No Harry, no Travis, no, well, Frisch is with everybody else. No, Frisch, I guess, is on his own island. And then Blake's not here. But here he is, race 1 winner, Michael Cozy Jr., first win on this season. This is where your first win came a year ago, and, I mean, pretty dominant over the rest of the field.
Hell yeah. So this counts, right? This is an official win?
As far as I know, I haven't been told otherwise.
Yes. Oh, man. All right, well, I want to win the second one then. Damn, let's get it.
What's the plan for that second race? Just stay up to the front, try and stay out of the carnage behind you, and make your way to victory lane in the second one?
Yeah, I think so. Based off that first race, it seems like it's a lot easier in the lead than being in the second. I'll tell you that. So I'm going to try to be in the lead. Although I guess we got an info. Oh, man, that's going to be fun. I kind of wanted to pass some cars. I didn't pass a lot of cars that race, so that'll be fun. I'm going to come up through there, and I have to play a tire strat, right? I think that's the one thing. You probably only could be one tire change, but you have to do it at the right time. And I think I somehow did it at the right time, even though I stopped like the second time around. I don't know. It worked out, but yeah, we'll see. I want to win this damn thing.
Best of luck to you here in race number 2. And that's right. Since we have an invert, you get to start all the way in the back. Going to be a lot of cars to pass.
Fun.
Michael Cozy Jr., your race 1 winner tonight from Lanier. I do want to talk to, if we can, the guy that went upside down on that last lap, Justin Melillo. You had quite a wild ride there on that last lap. What on earth happened?
Well, I think it was karma coming back around because I absolutely killed the 64 earlier in the event, just not paying attention. So that's on me.
How could you?
Well, okay, so hold on. Real talk. Gabe Wood is making me a diecast, and it's fire. The diecast is absolute fire, and he's been sending me updates all day, and he finally finished it right exactly at that moment. So I was not looking. Yeah. My bad.
Be sure to post updates on Twitter when once it's finished.
Oh, I can't wait until I get it.
Tweeter.
So, second race, what's the objective?
Well, I'm starting on pole, so I told them they're all going to suffer because they put me up front. So that was not a wise choice. I am definitely going to be slow. I'm definitely going to be in the way, and I'm probably going to get run over again.
You were absolutely not in the way in the end of that last race. I mean, yeah, you were slow, but you also just flipped, for goodness sake. I think everybody's going to be slow after they just flip. But nonetheless, second race, go get him. See if you can steal yourself another win here in the court.
Yeah, right. It's
Lead a
a
lap.
short track. Thanks.
Try.
I will try.
Thank you.
There you have it, Justin Melillo. Your race one flipper.
Flipper.
Yeah.
You know, he has no excuse when it comes to saying, like, oh, he doesn't have experience. He ran the Moon Card 24-hour for Slow Incorporated. I think he ran the second most laps for the team behind Cosman. I believe he logged, 760 laps
Here we go.
in that event. So he's got plenty of experience at the shorties.
Hold on. Drone cam has an issue.
Are you trying to get to the
Standby.
calamity corner?
Did we run out of batteries for it or something?
Yes, we did. Why is,
It's going to start
why is my
navigating back
cam
to its
box on?
home.
There we go. Budget is all over the place for this broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's do this. And we're going to do...
Why is your cam box on?
I fixed it. Don't worry about it.
Don't look at the man behind the curtain.
Yep, there it is. All right, we got it. It's working. We could break it out whenever we feel like it.
Every mistake you make further validates why Zach Johnson's really good at this.
Yep, this is not easy.
It is, yes.
Well, it's not easy. It's extremely difficult when you have no preparation whatsoever, like tonight.
That is
So,
true.
I think you're doing a hell of a job with the situation that you're in.
I appreciate it. At least somebody does.
We need to invest in enough money that Zach can't go and cover anything else on Thursday nights anymore.
It's okay. Zach doesn't have this.
The ability to move.
Yep.
This is true. Well, I mean, he did figure it out for that one fall brawl race, but I think that was like pre-programmed.
But
Nonetheless,
that was one.
I know. Let's run through the grid here on race number 2. I think I'm going to be using that shot for the radioactive. Nonetheless, Ryan Vargas is not here, so he's not starting on pole. Justin Melillo is here. He is starting on pole with Joey Stone starting on the inside. Technically row number 2. Actually, he's technically the pole sitter, whatever. Then it's Eliza Bethon, Dylan Jacobs, Rusty Walrus, Trey Normile, Gary Owen, Cisco Scaramuza, Cody Hicken, Ian Plash, the top 10.
Rolling off what will be 11th is Davin Cornelius. 12th will be Dylan Kem. 13th, Elliot Henderson. Cosmin Jonas Shu rolls off 14th. Justin Champagne. 15th, Michael Frisch. Roll off 16th. 17th is Briar LaPrade. And running from the back, hopefully we get to see him pass some cars as he wants to do. Michael Cozy will start 18th in race 2.
So, rinse and repeat here. We've got 40 laps stage 1, then 85 laps stage 2 to end the night. Here from Lanier. Pace truck onto pit road. See, he doesn't crash. Green flag, race 2.
Right, Bodine knows what he's doing.
Oh. Some issues back here with Cisco and Cody back here. Cody spun the tires on the restart.
Oh,
and they're
Dylan Jacobs.
everywhere.
Dylan Jacobs almost just wrecked in front of Trey Normile. He got passed low. These guys are spreading out. Eliza hits the wall out of 4.
That's Rusty's job.
Shots fired.
3 wide in the middle of the pack.
Oh my goodness,
All right,
Joey.
Rusty's holding his own up there on that high side right behind Eliza.
Look at
Gary Owen to the
Justin.
inside.
He's got a half-second lead.
That's because Joey
Yeah.
almost wrecked it. So
Slowing
man.
in the way, huh? Yeah.
fast and out of sight is more like it. Oh man,
Seriously.
what is happening back here?
Oh, flash! Oh!
Cozy missed it.
Wow.
I think he may have hit the wall, but other than that, he avoided it. I don't think he got the wall. We'll look at the replay. Wow.
So another case of Ian, and not just Ian, but everybody, throwing it into the corner too hard, and he loses it in front of the field. Dylan Ken, does he avoid this?
Yep.
You got to be kidding me. Dylan, he barely
so
got to
close.
be.
Oh!
Oh, he kept it going. Oh, man.
Tell you what, Michael Cozy once again validates he is one of the luckiest, and a lot of skill does go into this as well, but he is so good at missing wrecks.
The golden horseshoe of iRacing is Michael Cozy
Yes.
Jr. So here's what Dylan saw. And here's what Cozy sees. Oh, he got it stopped. That made me lean forward in the car a little
He
bit.
didn't even hit the wall. It's unbelievable.
I think there needs to be I think it needs to be drug tested after these races, because there's no way that he gets this lucky this often avoiding wrecks.
He used to pass a physical.
Sure. How about Joey Stone P2? Look at him. Wrecked almost every other lap in the first race, and he's holding strong in second. I know I just jinxed him, so Joey, I apologize heavily.
So he
He was
self-spun earlier.
On vacation last week. That's why he wasn't in Iowa. Of course, we saw him as a contender back at Daytona. In the fall brawl race, it was a lap down for 90% of it, but nonetheless, he's had a rough start to his season, but trying to turn it around here after the invert from Lanier.
Hoping we can go 1 to go here. Plash will get one of his laps back. That'll put him back on the lead lap. He will start on the outside of row 9 and 18th, 1 lap to gain.
All these guys still back here. You got Michael Frisch is still back here. Breyer's back here. So it's going to be interesting. And Cozy's back there too, but you knew that.
So Plash, the only one to pit. Pace trucks in. Green flag.
Oh, and Justin did not get a good restart. Here comes Joey Stone to the top. He will get clear of Justin Melillo into 3. Takes the lead. Here comes Gary Owen looking to follow through as well. Side by side for second.
3 wide further back, but there's a parking lot here on the inside line. Bethall, Rusty, and Cisco all got stacked up there. They keep it going. Speaking of going, how about Gary Owen, P2 here? Is Rusty, where in the world's he going? Look out. They all made it.
Rusty saved it off at turn 4, but he will pay for it. He goes back all the way outside the top 15, almost to the back of the field. He is last now. He's in 18th. And they're almost 3 wide out of turn 4. Here comes Champagne underneath Bethall and Davin Cornelius.
Yeah, going into 3. Champagne threw it in there. Trouble in the back. Dylan Jacobs is around. No caution. We stay green. Nonetheless, Champagne threw it in there. That caused Bethall to go up the hill and kind of push that 77 wide. Trey Normile battling for P3, trying to get by Justin not Champagne, Melillo. He gets by Melillo. Now here comes Champagne. Too many Justins, darn it. But it's still Joey and Gary fighting for 1 and 2. Pretty much all over each other here. A good second away from the rest of the pack.
Melillo gets back to the bottom, battle for the lead momentarily. Gary Owen looked low on Joey Stone, does it again out of turn 4. Here comes the number 24 to the front, nearly gets in the side of that NASCAR 21 Ignition Chevrolet, still side by side for the lead.
Gary on the inside, Joey on the outside, at the line. It barely goes to Joey, but Gary gets the advantage. There's contact. Joey got loose. Gary takes the lead.
And that'll bring 3rd and 4th to the mix as well. Normile and Champagne. Champagne, probably the fastest driver right now in the top 5. He's made his way up to 3rd, back from 16th position. So good shout out for him. He has made his way through this field quick, working lap 18 right now.
He is a flying.
Oh! He threw it in there.
But he made it work. May have used Joey up, but he got the spot. That's what matters to the driver of the 23.
So once Joey gets back to the bottom, we'll be single filed. Melillo gets sideways entering turn 1. That stacks up Dylan Kem, and Michael Cozy was also making his way through the field. He is now up to 7th. Behind him, Breyer LaPrade up to 8th. Some of the competitors, Frisch now in 10th.
And Frisch is boxed in behind LaPrade and Cisco Scaramuzza. Now he gets by Cisco and will try and take on the 35 and the 99. So here comes Cozy to the inside of Malillo. There you see Kemp. First start here tonight in the Core League at Iowa. Lanier. Where are we, Bill?
Let's see, you've done a good Marty Reed impression, a good Bill Weber impression.
Yeah, I'm doing everybody except all the good ones.
You're going to get Vince Welch in there too while you're at it?
Can you give us a good The Wheel?
At the end if I feel like butchering the end of the race too. Yeah. Gary Owen through 3 and 4. Racing redemption at his hands. The Wheel. Still and perfect. He wins lap 24 at Lanier.
We're trying to get a good Vince impression, not a Macho Man Randy Savage impression.
Well,
let me tell you something, brother. Going through 3 and 4.
Look at Justin Malillo going to the inside of Cisco. Oh, it's gonna be a big battle in the one. Yeah.
Do impressions way too well.
It's tough.
You're not wrong, though. Here comes Cisco to the outside. Oh, Malillo got really tight in the middle of the corner.
There's going to be something happening here. I got a feeling.
Something's wrong. I can feel it.
I'm going to try to get this ad that's on the back of Cisco's car, and I'm going to do that by looking. Oh, my goodness. Justin!
Oh, Justin saves it.
Justin!
Woo!
We're good.
By the way, battle for the lead might be heating up. Champagne has caught Gary Owens. Never mind, he got real loose out of 4.
He's still in it. He's still in there, though. Just about a car length.
Laps ticking quick. Already working lap 29. Now 30. Woo. 11 to go in the stage. Here comes Champagne.
For the lead. Side by side, Justin Champagne has never won in the Core, neither has Gary Owen. We've got 10 laps to go in stage 1.
Put the 23 to the top spot. Gary maybe looking for the crossover. Decides to stay in second for the time being. Here comes Normile, and there is a huge pack behind Normile. Joey Stone in there, Dylan Kem. Here comes Briar LaPrade underneath. That's Michael Cozy. Goes for 6th.
Not sure if you can see it, but that number 9 car, or the 09 rather, of Kem, he's got damage on the right rear of that race car. He bounced that
trouble in the back. Rusty Wallace just got into the back of Justin Malillo. They save it. No caution.
No green. We're in the danger zone now. If we get a caution at this point, not sure we'll get the stage restarted.
It's a quick little replay of it. There it is, slow-mo and all.
Mm-mm.
That's 2 times Justin's had to save it off the corner, contact or no.
Well, in our style, they're locking the brakes up.
Locking the brakes, turning it left. Dylan Kem gets underneath Joey Stone. That creates an accordion effect on the bottom. And Joey's going to fall back a ton of spots. He was just in 4th. He's going to fall back now to 7th.
Oh, more what?
Oh, that's Rusty and Justin again. That's on the front straightaway at the start-finish line, but they're on the apron. We are still good with 4 to go in the state. I can't believe that didn't get thrown.
What the heck happened
And that
here?
was just Justin. Justin got loose and tried to save it, and Rusty had nowhere to go but run into him.
What was that old, public service announcement commercial? Distracted driving is just as bad as drunk driving. Justin's keeping an eye, I'm sure, on his die-cast progression, and Rusty's watching the broadcast.
2 to go in stage 1. Coming to the white flag in stage 1. The battle is going to between Champagne and Gary Owen, but Gary Owen's dropped back about 3 car lengths. White flag in stage 1 of race 2. Justin Champagne going to bring it through the back straightaway to 3 and 4. And Justin Champagne is going to win a stage this season. He wins stage 1 in race 2 at Lanier.
And by, what was that, 7 thousandths of a second, Briar LaPrade gets 5th. And I believe that's 1 stage point, right, Jake? Is that how that works?
5th, yes.
Ugh. drag race. Both of them are really loose off of 4 there.
Yeah.
Look at them. Now, do we pit? Yes, we do.
I was going to say the leaders are.
Safe and orderly. Cozy stays out.
Cozy stayed out. So does Justin and Rusty, but they're both a lap down. Cozy with the big strategy. Of course, he's the only man to do it. Who do we want to talk to? Because Champagne's not in the Discord. The floor is open.
It's good weather we're having out there, guys, huh?
And if only we had a weather graphic.
No. It's out of the budget.
Hey, I'm upset, by the way.
About?
I was told that the Vince McMahon stuff we pulled last week was not going to get copyrighted.
Okay.
Crap. All of it, crap.
Well, first of all, when you start the first frame of the video where YouTube usually pulls a thumbnail from, that kind of make it a little easier to see.
Yeah, I've always heard that like you have to
But
wait
you still
3
had
minutes
our
for that
commentary over it and everything. Whatever.
Listen, I liked the
think
bit.
it
It was
turned out-
a funny bit. I was a fan.
I think it turned out better with the PNGs anyway, but whatever.
In the cornfield known as Iowa.
stuff. Ooh.
Uh-oh. Okay, so Davin is screwing everything up, apparently. He just came over the radio and said that he I don't know what he did, but he was going to involve him getting waved around, and I don't know.
Guess he's gonna
making
hold his
mistakes.
spot.
That's what it is. Making Ben's life more of a nightmare than it should be. But
There
hey,
we
you know
go.
what? We only had 2 cautions in that first stage. We're only at 9 on the night. We only need 9 more to tie the record. If we hit 9 more in this stage,
I don't know. The way how long these cautions are, I think we'll be okay.
What is
Right.
this one? We got to scooch this one over a little bit. There we go.
some modest adjustments.
Yeah, on the fly stuff. This one needs. We could bring this one down maybe a hair. Okay.
See, with preparation, with enough time in a day, this is pre-broadcast stuff. None of us have that time, even put together. So this is what you get.
I mean, yeah, I think
How's
what
that-
I showed up 10 minutes
How's that
late.
does it? I don't know.
Yeah, I can't. I could never dedicate the time to
He
this
sits
stuff.
here for hours on end just doing this. Hours. I mean, for what it's worth, the camera set at this track is not bad at all. You know,
Yeah.
Right.
with minor tweaks that I'm doing, like, you know, we got the zooms and then we got the zoom outs, but you know, just for effect. I'm sorry.
Oh,
And we're extending the caution. Here we go.
Where's Davin?
Cue the circus music.
There he is. I might get copyrighted too. We can't really. We got to be careful with that.
I know no one here listens to Big Brother, but they always do that. If they start like humming a song, they go, "Please stop singing."
All right. I've only done 2 Steve Park frames so far in the broadcast. I think I'm doing okay.
All right. Green flag. Stage 2, race 2. Final laps. There are a lot of them. 76 laps here from Lanier.
And Michael Cozy already has lost the lead on those older tires, loose in 3 and 4, side by side behind him. That'll be for third. Normile on the top, Owen on the bottom.
Say final laps. There are a lot of them.
Who said that?
Yes, I wasn't doing that math. Are you kidding me? Forget it.
Caleb Hoffman, not Caleb Hoffman. Wow, Gary Owen. I just see the side of the car. He has his hands
know who you
full
are.
of this thing. I know you.
Oh, trouble back straight away. Elizabeth all sideways. We're still green. I think Cody also got a piece of it.
Oh, she's spinning again.
Oh, brother. Well, the
She can get it back
leaders are in the
together,
middle of
it'll be all
2.
right. We're good.
Everybody hangs on now. Joey Stone is around. He's gonna miss everybody. Barely. I don't know how Cisco didn't catch the back of the 5. Caution's out.
Didn't that happen in turn 2 last race?
Dylan Kemp, why is he around every wreck? Like,
Oh, the move by Plash.
Got a magnet.
Flash slowed it down just enough and veered right to avoid the sideways 5.
see what he saw.
Yeah, zooming in a little bit.
There it is.
How would you like to see this happening in front of you? That was a little extreme.
I mean, you said zoom it in, so I zoomed it in.
I said zooming in a little.
Okay, so Cozy stayed out, and he is in second. Justin Champagne leads, who pitted under the last caution flag. He's P1.
You got to think, obviously, Cozy is looking forward to these cautions continuing so we can pit maybe in 10 to 15 laps, have those extra feel goods later.
Feel goods.
Feel goods.
It's a good song by the Gorillas.
God, that shows our age.
Thank you. Really appreciate that.
Now I'm sad.
I was gonna say, do we want to fly the drone around here a little bit, Sean?
Yeah,
Kill some time.
We'll fly it around. It's a very
Whoa.
bright middle kiosk in the infield.
Just
Hope
so everybody knows where it's at.
Hope I don't make anybody sick by doing this. For those of you with motion sickness, I advise that you turn away.
Yeah, don't turn the broadcast off. Just look away for a little bit.
Oh, that's a antenna of some sort. Okay.
Don't run into it.
I'll run into it.
We're 1 to green, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say?
I'm just letting you know. Be prepared.
I am. Here we go. Pace truck's off.
65 to go. Green flag.
See if Cozy can keep the momentum in the track position on this second lane with the older tires.
Trouble. Cisco. Jacobs around as well. Caution's back out.
Starting to see a trend.
Oh.
And he got hit by
Yeah,
Dylan Jacobs.
Dylan. Yeah.
And then Jacobs got finished off by Rusty.
Let's see. That 06 has been around in this race. I don't mean in a good way. Well, he's around there too, but oh, look at that! Look at the door just
get around. I get around.
Look at the-
Oh, not that one. Okay.
look at the gap just open right here for Joey. All right, easy enough.
Whoop. Yep.
Scoot on through here. It's not what Joey sounds like, by the way.
No. Doesn't sound like Ward Burton.
I know, just scooting on through.
Perfect.
How many is that now, Jake?
We have to have broken the record. Well, not, I guess, record.
No, so this is caution number 4 in this one. We're at 11 cautions on the night.
So was the last year, was that the total throughout the night, or was that just the main race?
Well, this is the first year that we are doing 2 separate races.
Oh, okay.
Last year we did 250 laps with stages at who knows when. Yeah, we are at 11 right now. We're communicating that to the driver.
Cisco just
So-
scared Justin.
I also like that Cozy is tweeting pictures of his television screen of basketball while also driving. That
Shows
was
you how it-
sent. Oh, okay. Well, this was at 10:03. This was about warm up at this point. Okay, maybe not. Maybe he was pacing, but still, this was before the green flag of the second race.
For God's sakes, Jake, get it together.
Hey, we got to figure things out, you know.
I tell you what, man, I'm gonna jinx the heck out of him by doing this. But how about Gary Owen? He's just sitting here in the 3rd spot. He's just been chilling here, still in the Caleb Hoffman is a layer car. Like I said, I'm trying to do the reverse jinx by calling it, but I'm happy for him.
Pretty sure it's in the top
Okay,
5 when he
so-
got wrecked last time too.
Yeah, thanks,
I
Kevin.
didn't see this, but Caleb did. Davin apparently caught the end of one of the walls on the outside of the track in that first stage. He did not use his fast repair, but he hit something. Nonetheless, green flag.
I just realized we're well over halfway already. This race is flying by.
Yes. Well, with 27,000 laps of caution, these things happen.
Oh, that Normile got out of the groove a little bit. That's going to allow Kim to make it 3 wide in 1 and 2. Oh, and I think Plash is going to try and follow as well. That's going to be tight.
They're driving good. Gary on the inside, Cozy on the outside for P2. You got Davin and Breyer right behind.
We'll see how long this run goes. Oh, trouble in the back.
Oh,
Frisch gets to the back
Cosman.
of Cosman.
Champagne. Oh, Rusty just got packed by Eliza. I mean, punt, pass, and kick back here in the back. My, oh, my.
All right, well, we got some more investigating to do. Let's see what the cause of this one was. Watch this 84 car right here, bumping and banging with the 85, and Frisch got in the back of him. Ian does a good job of avoiding, and then Justin and the 20. Oh my goodness gracious! Did Eliza lift for the for the wreck at all?
Did she even get damage from that?
I don't think
Did
so.
she know the caution came out?
Hold on.
Like, we saw this last week. Did she know the caution came out?
Let's see. Let's see. We're on
See her
board with her.
vantage point. Well, she can see the spin.
Just rammed.
Oh, I mean, it doesn't look like she hit anything on her end.
I know, but
Right.
the funny part was that he just ramped off her car. I'm going to manually control this again. We're going to look at the left side. Actually, we'll see closer what she sees. We'll move over here. Watch him just ramp off the left front.
Excuse me, pardon me.
And she is just calm, cool, and collected. Nothing ever happened.
Some more cautions to the record.
What number is that? I was not paying attention when you said it last time.
6 more. 6 more.
That
So
was
the record
that was
is
6 more
18.
cautions. That right there.
We need 6 more cautions. We are on caution
Yes.
number 5 in this one. We had 7 in the last one. We're at a total of 12.
I don't think we're gonna
Now,
make
I
it, but we're gonna get
believe-
close.
I believe when we went to Martinsville last year, we got within 1 or tied the record. Because I remember we thought we were going to see overtime and we didn't, and I said something to the effect of, we're not setting the record tonight. I don't remember if we were at 18 or if we were at 17 and the next caution would have gotten us to 18. That I don't remember.
Are they allowed
But,
to have? Are they allowed to have a pit stall by the scale right there for Cozy?
The man's the champion. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
I guess so. I was curious about that. That's the weight scale they use at tracks, and
Yeah.
Cozy's pit stalls right
Well, and
there.
there's no pit wall. There's no inside pit wall here, like you see at normal racetracks.
Or
Green
green, by
flag.
the way.
Normal racetracks.
Cosman just got off pit road. He's going to get lapped. He's on the same straightaway as the leaders.
Cozy's going to be way in the back now after that pit stop. Oh, Dylan Jacobs just got loose in front of him.
Oh,
Oh,
Cody Hicken
that
in the
was
wall.
Cody. Yep.
Like a suspension failure or something. Oh, Cisco almost gets in the side of him. Calamity in the back half of the field. Still side by side up here. That's for 4th. Davin up
Yep.
top. Henderson on the bottom. Ken behind them.
Champagne continues to lead. Briar LaPrade in second. Then it's Gary. The side by side between Henderson and Cornelius, and then Cam behind him.
Still side by side for 4th. Davin doing a really good job of maintaining right now on that second groove. Gets loose out of 4. Saves it. Here comes Frisch a little bit further behind them. Normal gets sideways, drifts around here. Will lose the 7th position, and Davin doing the same thing.
Melillo got into the back of Normile, checked up Cozy. Cozy jumped up to the high side to get around him. That got close.
Still close.
Oh! A little bit of bumper-to-bumper action between Melillo and Plash. They keep going. And Cozy's going to have to make quick work of these guys ahead of him. He's up to 9th. Coming to 42 next time by to go. Here he comes underneath Normile. That's for 8th.
Justin Melillo.
Oh!
No, he didn't. Caution. Oh, and there goes Eliza. Got hit by Cody. She got hit right at the very end. Caution's out.
Oh. Kind of side-slapped each other because of that.
Oh.
Justin was dirt tracking it down the backstretch and through 3 and 4.
Look at Ian Plash. Did he avoid that?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That's twice now he's had to do that in 3 and 4.
Oh.
And then they just kind of tank slapped here. Oh.
I gotta see what Ian saw on that. That was fantastic. Hold on.
He's already loose.
Man.
Oh, got dangerously close
What
to
a
that hole in the
job
wall
by
there,
Ian.
too.
So what number
So
we
we're
at now?
inside 40 laps. Yeah, we're inside 40 laps to go. Caution number 6 in race 2. 13 cautions overall.
Don't think we're gonna get there.
I mean, if we get, they get to a green-white checkered and we have caution for that one and then a caution for the second one, we can get close.
Yeah. We have 3 green-white checkers at our disposal, so really, we only need 2 or 3 more and then a complete breakdown when we go to overtime.
All hell needs to break loose.
Yeah.
Speaking of language on the broadcast, can you believe David Schildhouse in Iowa just throwing F-bombs everywhere?
How
And
unprofessional.
he still gets to work for...
And he's
for
working the
years.
LCQC tonight.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Really got to question the morals of the sanctioning body.
Josh Mendoza, Landon Castle, Parker Kligerman, what are you guys doing? That man is a menace. David Schildhouse should not be in the
Whoa.
booth.
Yeah, think of the kids.
Okay, here we go. And now we're waving some people around.
We'll see if Breyer can get that second lane to work around Justin here on the restart. It hasn't worked yet for the lead. We've seen it a couple times in the back, but I think Breyer's the best shot we've seen all night. It's a good-looking replica scheme from Dylan.
That Intrepid template for this car is really good. All right, here we go.
Yep. Green flag. 35 laps to go from Lanier.
Oh, man. Those 6 was around
here
again.
we go. Here we
Cosman.
go.
This is it. Dylan Jacobs involved as well as Cosman. Caution's out once again.
Yeah, Dylan got loose, and I think Cosman, reacting to that, also got loose. Hit the wall on the inside.
Again, just too hot into the corner.
You think they'd learn after looping it 3 or 4 times?
Cosman just got the butt of that car, literally, and sent him around.
Dusty will wave to get back on the lead lap, so back to 18 on the lead lap.
Ooh. A lot of damage on these
We
guys'
want to
cars. We're
interview
good.
somebody here with caution flag to make it worthwhile here.
You're sounding like you're soldering through it here, Jacob.
I mean, a little bit. I mean, this is the problem we kind of run into every year when we go to short tracks, is that we have a lot of cautions, and then after points, like, can we just race? Like, I'm fine if we wreck every once in a while, but if we can't make it through turn 1...
Should we tell him, Kevin?
What do you mean?
About the hour caution record.
Oh, the bottom split
It's what,
caution
30
record?
something, right?
34.
34 cautions in the FTF Cup Series race at Martinsville. Now imagine having to sit through 34 cautions in the quote-unquote Cup Series.
Let's just say there were
I
a lot of
wouldn't. I'd go
changes.
home.
There were a lot of changes after that race.
All right, we're going green.
Yeah, so we've got 30 to go this time. We'll re-rack them, we'll restack them, we'll try it again and see how far we make it. Pace trucks in, green flag.
Take 2 with Breyer on this top side. Not going to work. Here comes Gary Owen looking low on the 35 of Breyer LaPrade. Never mind. Here comes Breyer once again. He had that second wind out of turn 2, and here comes the number 35 around the 23 of Justin Champagne into 1 and 2, and they're side by side through the corner.
Trying to make that top side work. Not quite able to get there. He's solid on entry, but it's on exit where Champagne can just get that launch off. And all but clear him as they get down in the corner. Oh, he got into the back of Champagne. Got him a little loose. Henderson goes way up the hill and is going to lose 4 spots. And now Breyer's forced to back off.
Yeah, Breyer now is going to have to worry about maybe getting back to this inside line. Here comes Gary Owen looking to take advantage of that as well. Michael Cozy gets underneath Dylan Kim.
Oh.
That'll be for 4th. Reckon in the back.
Joey Stone, no caution.
Wow. That was in front of some people. Oh, Justin's also around. And a caution is
Caution's
out.
out now. That's Malillo. Of course, Joey was still there. Malillo spun. Well, he started spinning basically at the start-finish line, and it took him all the way to the middle of 1 and 2 before he finally went around. I mean, left, right. Oh, forget it.
Nearly. Oh, did he hit the pit? Did he hit the tire wall right there?
Yeah, he did. Look, the front clip's gone.
Oh.
He did hit it.
Nope. Are you sure? It magically reappeared.
Okay, well, he may or may not have hit it. On somebody's screen somewhere, he hit it.
But Joey got a little help, it looks like, too. Yep.
Oh, Trey.
Justin got by far the worst of that. Unfortunate.
Only 3 more cautions to the record.
Cozy
like-
almost just hit the barrels.
You sound like you're having a great time, Jake.
I mean, it's worth it, I think. And you know, when we go to CTMP next week, we're going to see 2 cautions, and that'll be it. It'll be the stages, and that's it. That's all we're going to see next week.
There you
so
go.
it's all worthwhile when we get back to the road course next week because, I mean, unless the whole field dies in a corner, you're not going to see a caution flag.
You never know. You never
This is
know.
true. I mean, last year we thought we were going to be fine, and coming off of turn 1, the 3 Canadian drivers, got together and caused a crash on lap 1.
We are under the track. Yep.
Uh-oh. Beef!
Between?
Brother, do we have enough time under this caution, or do we need to put it back on the microwave for a moment? All right, lights stayed on.
The microwave.
Yeah. All right. I'm being told that tempers are overflowing between the drivers of the 5 and 85 after that caution. Joey, you're unmuted, so we'll start with you. What's happening?
I don't know, man. My spotter told me I was clear. I was racing him good. Went to the outside. We had a good battle there, and spotter told me I was clear. I went to the bottom, and I just got hit. So that's what happened. So just been getting hit all around these 2 races, man. It's been pretty frustrating, but we'll just see what happens here with the rest of this race.
Gator, your side?
I thought I stayed on the yellow line the whole time, but I don't know. I'll have to take a look.
No, well, the thing was, like, I was clear, and I was going down to the bottom, and that's what happened. But, yeah, we'll talk about it later.
ATVO, hello.
Yeah, we'll let you guys race.
There we
Green
go.
flag. Yeah, best of luck, guys. Come on, Discord. Let me get Joey back to his... yeah, okay, there we go. All right. Here we go.
Oh, and Breyer at the line actually had the lead over Champagne.
Champagne drove it in a little bit too deep, but he's going to stay right even with him. Oh, man, Davin almost got run over by Flash
Joey.
in the background. Joey is spun again. He's just parked up against the outside wall, taking a nap over there. What happened?
Goodness gracious.
I think this was self-inflicted.
He was all by himself. As soon as we got rid of him, he just spun it.
Oh,
That's unbelievable.
Champagne into
Contact for the
LeBron.
lead. Here comes Cozy, 3 wide up the middle. Trouble.
There were tires,
Gator
Briar's in the
around.
wall.
Gators around in the background. There is no caution, though. Briar just got shuffled out of the deck. Cozy goes to second. He leads the outside line, trying to get by that 24. Oh, and he gets loose. Here comes Frisch down on the inside.
I say, if Cozy makes this strategy work of pitting a little bit later, he's going to look like a genius pitting about 20 laps after these guys in front. Gary Owen gets sideways in front of the battle for third, still wrecking out of 2. 3 wide again, almost 4 wide.
Cozy bounced it off the fence. They're all going to hang on somehow, some way.
Working lap 113,
Where are they?
13 to go. Gary Owen out of the groove. He's going to be pushed all the way back now to 7th. Side by side now for 2nd. Briar back to the bottom. Never mind, he's stuck in the middle.
Oh, Cozy had to back out of it there. He didn't want to, but he had no choice. If he didn't, he was going to send that 35 and the 58 up and into the wall.
And Frisch has cooked that right
Elliott
rear.
almost spun it.
These guys cooking the right rear tires. These guys are loose throughout the entire corner. And the one guy who is loving this is Justin Champagne. He has now opened a 1 second lead over the rest of the field. 10 laps to go.
10 to go for Champagne. He's never won on the court. Trying to get his first career win in this second race here at Lanier. He's got 9 laps to go, and I think Briar is holding Cozy up because Cozy's all over the back bumper of that 35, trying to move him out of the way.
Yeah, Cozy is being really nice right now with Briar. Looks low on the 35, doesn't throw it in there. I think he's going to give him 1 or 2, but eventually he's going to have to throw it in and maybe give him the bump and run in the corner.
Or hope there's a caution and he can get a restart out of this. Because he'll be on the inside line where he's at right now in P3. He's also got Frisch right behind him as well, so we can't wait too long. 7 laps to go.
And as these guys have kind of calmed down for passing for position, they have started to regain track position on Champagne down to 7.5 tenths. So they're slowly but surely closing as we hit 6 laps to go.
But they're running out of time. Trouble, Bethal, back straightaway, still green. Down on the apron, out of the way. 5 laps to go from Lanier.
7/10 of a second gap between the leader and Briar LaPrade at the line. Cozy still hounding that 35 throughout every corner of this track. 4 to go for Champagne.
Trouble. Gary Owen and Davin are around. Caution is out. We're going to overtime. That is caution number 16 on the night. Gary just sent it in there, got into Ian, and that killed Davin and sent him around.
Good old domino
Oh,
effect.
he got some. He got
That
help
was a
from
domino
Cosman.
effect all the way
He
from
got help from
Cosman.
Cosman. You're right.
That might be the first time I've ever seen someone hit somebody into somebody else. That was crazy.
That reminds me of that Sonoma wreck with Harvick, McMurray, and Stewart, where they drove it off down into turn number 7 and they all spun out.
Yeah, it took out everybody, yeah.
Hey, Cosmic got 3 spots out of it.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is caution number 9. I thought it was 8. Whoops. So this is caution number 9. It's still caution number 16. I just forgot what number we were at in this race.
Cosman putting the
And we are going to overtime.
Bayer aspirin car to good use there.
Gonna need a
First
few.
time we've gone to overtime this season.
The one guy that did not want to see that caution at all was Justin Champagne, our leader. He was maintaining the gap, and I think Briar might have gotten there, Kevin, but there's no way. I don't think they would have been able to pass in the amount of time they had left. Justin had a pretty sizable lead.
Yeah, this is kind of the worst case scenario because Breyer's shown a little bit of speed for maybe a lap or two on that second lane. Then, of course, Michael Cozy, he has the newest tires of the top 5. So we may see him maybe throw it in 3 wide, either with 2 to go or on the final lap. We'll have to see how this shakes out. But I feel like he's just a sit and duck, almost like a super speedway. Everyone behind him has the advantage.
Alrighty, so here we go. Half a lap from green. Green, white, checker, 1 of 3. If we make the white flag, we're going to the checkers. If they crash before we get to the white flag, we get to do this all over again, and we're within 2 of taking over the record. Green flag. 2 laps to settle it. It's overtime. Here comes Cozy.
Oh, there it is!
There they all go. Caution is out. They saved it, though. They saved it. We got a caution for that. Are you kidding?
Ben on the
Ben
trigger
Easterday
really
with
quick.
the trigger. He thought this was Moon Car, and there was no way they would save it. That's unbelievable.
And it makes me wonder where they're going to put Champagne because that caution came out pretty much as soon as he was sideways. We'll see how this ends up stacking up. Right now, Champagne is back in 9th, and he's not making his way through the field to get any spots back. That's a tough situation for these guys. Yeah, they all saved it. That's crazy.
That's caution number 17 on the night. Cody Hicken is parked on the apron on the back straightaway. Interesting. Ian Plash is calling for AAA.
Ian was yelling up a storm the last caution. I guess he was arguing that Davin wasn't supposed to be ahead of him. There he is, right in front of the 94. Thank you. Are you sure?
Yep.
Cool. All right.
So Breyer looks like he's going to end up being our leader after that transgression through 1 and 2.
And Champagne back to 9th.
That's tough.
What did I say? He didn't like seeing that caution? Really
Like
doesn't
I
like
said,
it now.
He really was at a disadvantage just because of circumstances, and now he really is. Now he's going to have to find a way to get some track position. I believe he ended up... Did he pit? No, he's just back here in 9th.
What's
Yeah, he just
that?
got pushed back.
What's that quote going around iRacing now, Kevin? That describes that wreck perfectly. If gap car.
Yeah.
Yep. There was a gap, and Cozy put car, and that was it.
Everyone's taking the Ayrton Senna quote a little too literally.
Well, now you have Breyer out in front, Cozy up high, and then you have Frisch in that 3rd spot. Do you think he's going to go into turn 1 and just send it?
Well, the way these cars' bumpers are just shovels for the rear bumper, we'll see how dirty you can really get. Even if you barely tag a guy, it feels like you just makes him so loose and unstable in the middle of the corner, and how loose the cars already are. It just depends on if he gets penalized for it, if he ends up just bumping someone out of the way.
Okay, Cody is officially 1 lap down. I don't know if we're going to let him get back on the lead lap or not.
I believe he just got it back, yeah.
What do you think he stopped for?
Here it is.
Maybe he had to pee.
Have to go to the bathroom.
Does happen.
It can confirm. Caleb Hoffman confirms he had to go pee.
Wow.
Couldn't hold it for another 2 minutes?
Well, I guess he figures they're going to wreck again, so might as well.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Breyer and Cozy, front row. Potentially the last restart. Green flag, 2 to go. Look at Champagne with a big move in the background underneath Cosman. They've had beef before. They keep it green off the back straightaway.
Side by
Coming
side.
to the white flag. Oh, brother. I think they're going to make it. No record tonight. Last lap here at Lanier.
Oh, Cozy on the 2nd lane might be able to make it work. Oh, they're side by side down the back.
Fresh, big loose. Cozy on the outside. Breyer down low. Breyer puts his foot in it. Breyer LaPrade gets his first career win in the core as there's a big crash behind him.
Oh, no.
And I mean huge.
Oh.
Look at Malillo flying in. Oh, it's a parking lot
How about
And Briar
doing
LaPrade. Briar LaPrade is a core winner for the first time in his very short career in the league, since he only made his first start back at Daytona. Nonetheless, he gets the win.
A shout out to Lockdown. You got Anthony Alfredo winning yesterday in the debut of S-Rock, and here comes Briar LaPrade winning tonight in race 2 of the core.
And the fastest 3 cars, LaPrade, Cozy, and Frisch, finished 1, 2, and 3 in the end. That doesn't happen much.
Yeah, I think the first guy who started in the top 10 and also finished in the top 10 was Elliot Henderson, started 8th and finished in 9th. Or sorry, that was Gary Owen, started 8th and finished in 9th.
Okay, paging Michael Frisch to the Discord. Again, paging Michael P. Frisch.
He's right there.
Discord, thank you. Okay, he's there. Perfect. All right, let's talk to our race winner here. You'll see the results scrolling in the top left of your screen. Briar LaPrade gets his first career win in the core. An incredible battle there with Cozy in the end.
Yeah, that was fun. Kind of through the first one, I think, just not pitting under that first stage, but at least we got the second one there with Cozy, of course, again. Always fun brawling with him. We did like a in-sync slide coming to the line. That was kind of sick. I don't know if you guys got a good angle of that, but I was getting after it there coming to the line. That was fun, though.
Big win tonight. We go north of the border next week. We get to go to Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. How good of a road course driver are you?
I feel kind of decent. Just depends on what road course, I guess. There's some that I'm really strong at, like the Roval Watkins Glen. Sonoma's not really that good for me, but Canadian Tire I feel pretty confident about. Just got to put in probably a little bit more practice than usual just to get used to the combo that we're going to have. But yeah, Canadian Tire should be pretty fun. I enjoy that road course a lot.
Well, congratulations on your first career win tonight. Best of luck to you next week, and hopefully we will indeed see you next week from CTNP. Congratulations.
Will do. Thank you, guys.
Briar LaPrade, your race winner tonight here at Lanier. Didn't call it Iowa this time, I've learned.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move him back to there. Second place, Michael Cozy Jr. We've got familiar faces. I don't think we interviewed anybody new tonight. The only people we talked to were Cozy and well, we did talk to Malillo as well earlier on. We also talked to Briar, obviously, twice now. And we'll get to talk to Frisch in a moment. But Cozy is with Kevin, Sean, somebody, anybody?
That's fine by me.
Hey, guys, how you doing? Did you guys enjoy the race?
Yeah, it looked like you had a good time making your way through the field, man. It seemed like you wanted to give it a little bit of a different strategy call, pitting maybe, I think it was like 70 laps later. How did that, how did you feel as far as like the cautions were going that you were going to get back up front?
You know, it somehow it worked out better than I thought. To be honest with you, I had no idea what the hell I was going to do this second race. But that caution we got for the stage, everybody came down right there, and I just felt like it was too early. We still had like 80-some, 70 laps on the. I don't remember how many laps we had, but I still thought it was. You know, we were still off a little bit halfway, so I was like, I'll just take it a little longer and see if I can get some fresh rubber. I was surprised at how well I got through the field. Tires are actually a bit better and more a help, the freshies were, than I thought they'd be. So that was fun. Got to pass some cars, which is a lot of fun. Got to, you know, duke it out. It was a good time. I really hate how it ended there with Champagne. I felt like Clint Boyer that 1 year at Martinsville. I got such a damn good start, and I knew that was probably going to be my only good opportunity to get her down there and try to go for the win. And I feel like I just went in a skosh too deep and a skosh too high. I don't know. I felt like it could have been a little lower, but the caution came out really early. I still thought I would have came out of there with the lead, but just we didn't time it right, and that was that. But all in all, it was a good time, man. At least got a win in there somewhere, and had a real fun time doing some short tracking.
Well, you and Briar split the win, split the average finish of 1.5 each. Next week, we head to Old Mossport, going to CTMP. How do you think you'll do at the Canadian road course?
Pretty bad. I don't got an H pattern right now that works. And these, oh man, I might have to pull out my F1 rim for that. That probably won't go too good. Yeah, I'll be in there. I'll probably wreck somewhere, but yeah, I can't imagine I'll be in victory lane, but we'll see.
We appreciate the honesty. All right. All right, man. Good job tonight, and we'll see you next week.
All right, boys. Y'all have a good one.
Michael Cozy Jr., your second place finisher here tonight. I do just want to verify this before I say it, but I'm pretty sure we heard this same song and dance last year out of Cozy. And you know who won that race at CTMP last year?
Michael Frisch.
No, it was Michael Cozy Jr.
Okay.
Go figure.
Race fire on a road course, but I'm sure he's probably pretty stout, and I know Frisch will be up there, and whoever else joins, I'm sure it'll be a good time. Surely, I just can't imagine I'll be the.
Well, you led 29 out of the 32 laps, I think there were in the, or not 32, but you led a lot of laps, the most by a good margin. So,
All right, well,
yeah, I mean, you never know.
all right, it's possible then. It's possible.
Saying there's a chance. Good luck next week.
Thank you.
Michael Cozy Jr., he won a stage. He won the first race and finished second in this one. Now Michael Frisch, winner last week at Iowa. Couldn't quite get the job done tonight, but you were up there when it mattered most at the end.
Yeah, wrecking people, right? I dumped a lot of people, and I hope you guys took notes of that. But yeah, solid points night, no win. But you can't win them all, right? There's just the competition's too stacked now with Breyer and Cozy. So, but no, this was a lot of fun tonight. I really enjoyed tonight's race. A lot of throttle control and just burning off the right rear. It was a solid race.
CTMP next week. How do you feel?
CTP, that honestly, if I had to pick one road course on iRacing, that's like my road course where I'm like really good and I can keep up with good people. So that's one actually I'll pretty look forward to. I'm pretty sure last season I blew out the field.
Well, as long as you ignore Michael Cozy Jr., yes, you did blow out the field. You finished 5 seconds behind Cozy.
Oh, never mind. He's gonna probably do 15 seconds now because he's some pro now with the license.
You also did not lead a lap in that race. Looks like you didn't qualify. Started P12, finished second, 5 seconds behind Cozy, who led 29 laps.
I think we're gonna qualify next time.
Just rub it in, why don't you, Jake?
I'm just reading the stats, man. I don't know what you want from me.
Listen, I hate stats, all right? Especially at road courses. I don't want. But no, how's everybody else's night? Y'all have fun in watching this?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it had its moments.
I was here.
Before all the technical difficulties at the first portion.
Before? The whole time.
Yeah.
I'm
I think
sorry.
that pace truck is still out there running laps.
Okay, well, this is like the one time where I couldn't actually race and watch the broadcast at the same time because we're just going so fast around this place, when my head's spinning.
Thank you.
Well, nonetheless, congratulations on the top 3, and we will see you next week.
God, it feels like you guys don't want to talk to me anymore. All right, y'all have a nice night.
Get out of here,
Frisch.
Frisch.
To you at the end of every race so far this year.
Unbelievable.
So,
I'm gonna send y'all the invoice from my time. Y'all wasted my time.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be seeing you.
Wow.
It's an honor, Michael P. Frisch, P3 here tonight from Lanier. We'll see you next week. Final thoughts, gentlemen.
Frisch makes Road to Pro once, and he gets a big head. Unbelievable. But, I mean, as far as the race is concerned, dog behind me.
Dog.
I mean, I think this is all what we expected. A lot of carnage, a lot of spinning. I did not expect as many self spins as we had tonight, but I think overall it was pretty fun to watch those guys battle it out at the end.
Right. Exactly. I agree with 100% with what Zelda's saying. But I mean, overall, fun race. I mean, short track racing, typical. But I mean, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna? I think I did better tonight. Only 2 instances of the background flash in there, but we need Zach Johnson. He's pivotal to this. It's required.
Yeah, we get back to normal next week when we go to CTMP. He'll be back in control. The TNT broadcast will be back. Again, CTMP next week. We return to short tracks under the lights in 2 weeks when we go to Martinsville. And you get to see it all right here on the corner. Thanks to Traxion for sponsoring the league. I guess technically sponsoring the race tonight since this race had no sponsor. But nonetheless, for Kevin McAdams and Sean Butler, commentator and producer, I'm Jacob Pitts. Thanks for being here. We will see you a week from tonight, north of the border in Canada. Good night.
Clea.